Hello and welcome to VLearn Virtual Learning Network. This is session 29 on Administrative Theory Leadership. Topics to be covered: Introduction, Meaning of Leadership, Leadership Theories, Leadership Qualities, Functions of Leaders, Technique of Leadership, Styles of Leadership, Hazards of Leadership. Introduction. So yes, in this session we were actually going to discuss about the leadership. In the previous sessions of administrative theory, we were putting in a glances on the each and every factors of management, how administrative concepts work, what are the techniques they were basically using. We talk about many areas like hierarchy work, like span of control, and yes, at the same time we talk about authorities, responsibilities, power flows. These kind of understandings we actually got in the administrative concept, in the administrative theories. Now what exactly these things are leading to? Now who is actually going to perform these things? That is what the leader performs, that leader act according to that. So that is why in this session we were putting a more emphasis on the leader, and we were getting a glance on the leader, what exactly leader do, and what is exactly a role of a leader in the administrative part. So if we think about it, yes, it is a major part they were working on, it is a major concept they were working on. So the most important task in the public service is to guide and direct the work of a group as a whole, cover desired objective. So in that case, the most important public service is to direct, to guide the work, to guide the group to perform the objective, to guide the group to lead according to that objective. In that case, leadership is used much more important in the modern government. So in that case, in the governmental role, they played a very important role, because if there was all about to lead the public, to follow, to give them directions, we always require a leader. So a combination of several factors separate the individual's member more and more from the personal connections with the organization he joins. So in this connection, he is necessary to clarify certain doubts. So there was always to clarify certain kind of doubts and certain kind of concepts. So this is always related to more and more personal connections that lead the organization towards the connecting them. In that case, leadership tends to express in terms of power, to command, or the ability to dominate. So they will always lead to work on the power part, that is how power is performing, how we will actually going to dominate and work on that scenario. So commanding by itself is not educate as the base of getting things done. So commanding is not only that you would letting them know that what is going to be done and what sense they were going to do it. So now commanding is all about exercising the power, that is person is using his or her power, as well as providing the guidelines also. So this is the exact meaning of power and exact working of the leadership concept. Which leader if you're talking about, so leader is with the power, that a person would have a power. So that comes into the leader's part. Now the exact what is the meaning of leadership, what exactly leadership's meant for. So leadership is defined as an activity of influencing the people to cooperate towards some goals, that is lead the people towards the goal, lead them to understand the things. So leadership is defined as an activity of influencing people, because leader always have a followers. If we talk about leaders without follower, so there was no leader. So in that case, if there was a leader, so that means that's very true, that person is performing certain kind of activities which lead them and affect the person. So people do cooperate towards some goals which they comes to find desirable. Leadership itself a process by which an executive can direct, guide and influence the behavior. And leadership itself a process by which person can direct himself, can guide and can influence the behavior and the work of other towards accomplishing of the specified goal. That is accomplishing the specific goals in the given situation, work on the specific situation. So that is why it's a process to direct them, as well as now the person must have himself in it something, that is must have abilities to guide them, to influence them. It must be an attractive way of speaking, it's maybe an attractive personality, but there must be something There must be an ability in the person who becomes the leader, at the same time influencing and guiding the person. So in that case, leadership is the ability of a manager. It is what the things which can be opt, and those things can lead the managers to perform well in the organization. So manager to induce the subordinate to work with the confidence and zeal that comes into the leadership. That is what, when manager can work very confidently, when the manager can work with the zeal that related to the leadership style and leadership work. Leadership itself a potential to influence the behavior of the other. Leadership itself a very much potential part. It is also defined as a capacity to influence a group towards the factors. That is, it is always lead the person towards the certain scenario to work on that concept. That is what the potential behavior. There is always to capacity to influence a group towards the realizations of the goals. And they are basically to guide, to develop the future visions and motivate the organization members. So if we talk about the writers in their viewpoint, so yes, leadership, we get the very good inputs about the leader, that they are the person who influence the other. They must have certain kind of ability, certain kind of concept, certain kind of skills. Leader must require to have a proper visions, proper development of vision, at the same time motivate the organization member to want to achieve the visions also. These are all the concept which is basically giving us the ideas about the leader, that who are the leaders. So in that case, leadership is the ability to pursue others, to seek a different objective enthusiastically. That is, lead the person, give them an ability to work on that, who actually lead to seek the objective enthusiastically. It is the human factors which actually provides the group towards motivate its own goals. That is what the person who can work on their goals to motivate others to perform according to others. So that is what exactly the leadership is. If we talk about the leadership theories, yes, there are many contributions on the leadership theories and leadership works. There are many inputs on this concept. So leadership is one of the most important topic which was widely researched both by the individual and the institution. So very important theory of a leadership is trait theory, situational theory and group theory. So the first we are going to talk about trait theory. Trait is what the person have, that is what the characteristics which the person have. So the studies on the leadership in the beginning concentrate on the qualities of leaders. So that is what whatever the person must have few qualities. If the person have certain traits and certain quality, he can be a leader. But yes, from the trait theory, previously there was a theory which is a great man theory of leadership. This theory was basically emphasized that the leaders are not created, they are born leaders. That means by birth they have those characteristics which lead them to be a leader. But after this theory and after this concept, there was a new concept rises by trait theory, that is not restricted, that leader is born, leader can be created, leader can be made. In terms of every leader have qualities, certain traits, certain qualities. These qualities, if person have or achieve these qualities and these traits, they definitely lead towards the betterment of and they become a leader, good leader, and work for the societies. So trait theory lined up many traits of a leader and defined this thing in the leadership theories. Another was group theory. Group theory is basically deals on the social psychologist. That means there must be in a society who perform in a group, who live in a group. So the role of a leader is to lead the group. So this theory basically emphasizes that leader provides benefit to his followers. The main motto of a leader to basically serve the society well, in terms of to serve that group well. Who are the followers who following them, serving them benefit, serving them well. According to this theory, a follower basically depends upon those leaders who satisfy their needs, who actually understand that what follower is looking for, and leader able to understand them and fulfill them. So in that case, this is what the exactly group theory concept is. The group theory is exactly those theories which is follower looking for their goals and their objectives, and he appreciate those leaders, and the leaders always, those person become leader who understand the followers concept, who understand the followers benefits, called their understanding what they were actually looking for, who support and coordinate with the followers and motivate them to achieve the objectives and goals of the organization. Now another is situational theory. Situational theory is both trade and group theory, and they were found in Educate to provide an overall theory of a leadership. So situational theory combines all the previous concept and previous theories of leadership, and they gives a very new dimension about this. So if we talk about the situational theory, it is that leaders are created according to the situation. That is, situations create leader. Therefore, the scholar basically turned their attentions to the situational aspect of leadership. They began in a search from the situational variables which influence the leadership roles and skills and behavior, which basically lead them that leadership situation gives the role. Situation support the leaders that how to react on particular situation. They provide them skills in their behavioral concept. So whosoever performed effectively on that particular situation, that becomes the influence and effective leader. So leadership emerged from the situation and is influenced by the situation. So as a result, leadership differs from the situation to situation. So there was always a situational differences. So in every different situation, leaders behave differently. So this result leads to the leadership differ from situation to situations. Now the leadership qualities, it is basically generally agreed that every leader have a certain qualities. So in that case, the physical and numerous energies is a secret of the most successful leaders. Those who rise in any marked way about the public have more drive and more great rap. That means leader is always there to utilize their body and their mind together. They were always there to perform in that scenarios. Another quality is what clearly predominant in every good leaders, that is, they always have a strong sense of dominant the purpose and directions. That means they have that influence power who dominates the other to perform well. This is what the second quality is. Another is a sound process must be supported by the dynamic emotions. That means how to deal with their emotions, their hopes and their sense of joy. So this is always related to the leadership qualities. Another is affection and friendliness. Yes, leader must require to have those friendly characteristics in that, provide the affections and friendliness, positive motivation forces to conduct the home to be a betterment, and they work in the more than one direction. So they are more friendly and affectionate. They performed according to that responses. At the same time, followers must able to trust their leaders. So trust must be there. So this was another quality of a leadership which is required. That trust is that leader is honest, they are reliable, they are a confident person, intelligent person. These kind of qualities is always required in the leader. Now functions of the leaders which performed. If we talk about functions of the leader, every function in the management can be performed by leader. That means leader can perform any function. So leader has a significant role in organization life. The success of a failure of the organization are generally dependent upon how well the leader perform his function. So the work of leader is executing, but the planning is one of the function, like planning and defining the policy procedures, organizing the things, organizing the activities, delegating the authorities and responsibility, controlling towards the desired result. These all are functions of leaders. At the same time, supervise them, the followers, provide them guidelines and orders, interpret and transmit the policies, whatever policies is created to perform them, train the subordinate, coordinate the work with them, stimulate and verbalize them, that is various thinkings must be there. So they are all the management role performed by the leader. Leader is all there to plan them, to plan the concept, to organize them, to provide them support, provide them supervision. So these kind of things. What are the techniques of leaderships? Yes, the leader must be clear while giving the order. Remove all possible doubts and confusions. The word used must be carefully chosen and should convey the same meaning to the speaker and the listeners also. So the order should be explicit. The leader should be straightforward in the personal dealing. there is a need for the proper balance between friendliness, cordiality, and undue familiarity. So a good leader has to encourage the follower to evolve the new ideas. So it is possible through organized group deliberations. So in that case, yes, there are the main techniques of the leader. If we talk about the leader is to remove all the doubts and all the confusions and to remove all the criteria to follow. So there must be a speaker and listener's relationship between the leaders, and there must be a need of a proper balance between friendliness and cordiality of undue familiarities. So the most important technique is this: provide suggestions, provide imitations, that is how to perform the work, how to imitate the work, argue them, but at the same time lead them to the betterment. Publicity, reliance upon the logical of events, a show of affection and devotion, and creation of typical problems of situation. These are the techniques of the leaders. What are the style of leadership? If we talk about the style of leadership, in that case, the first style is autocratic style. It is what the policy or the decision authority. It is concentrate in the hands of the leaders. It is the leader who decide the policies and modify them. So this is all about, that is what the autocratic one, who actually provides the authorities and anticipate all the work, who lead all the works, that is who always there to supervise more. They want to take very quick decisions, lead the person towards the achievements of the goal. So this kind of a leadership style basically lead the employees towards the dissatisfaction. Another is participative style. This style is basically democratic style, that is influence your follower to participate, to lead them to participate in the various decisions. That is, leader is more friendly. They like to achieve the organizational goal with the together concept. That is, they give the importance to their employees, their workers. At the same time, all the policies and decisions are basically done by group. So there was always a group scenario, that we can say that the employees and employer, or the follower and the leader relationship is very good in this concept. They are basically towards improved the employees and employer relationship, lead the higher morale, greater job satisfaction. Laissez-faire style is what let them free. That is, this kind of a style is that the leader set the target for the employee, but let them free, that they can take their own decisions, they can work according to their concepts, they set their leaders free. So in that case, the participation is there, but in that case, the individual always use his or her own skills, own decisions to perform kind of work. So in that case, yes, there are also symptoms when that employees become a little frustrated if the result is not achieved. They don't like the frustration is more there. Hazards of leaderships. Yes, there are certain constraints on the good leadership. In the first place, leaders should properly regard other people as the end of themselves, not as mere the instrument to release ends imposed by a leader. That is what, to consider the people as an end in themselves. Secondly, healthy-minded person will exercise by pursued influence. No coercion will be required, and self-esteem must be there, self-love must be there to remove all the tendencies. Finally, the leader must be vigilant about the steadiness, that is what exactly going into the follower's mind, what they were thinking, what they were actually looking for. So this kind of concept must be there to understand them. So yes, there are a few questions which you have to do it yourself. First is explain the situational theory of leadership and what the qualities are important for the leaders. Another is explain the functions of leader as an executive. So this is all about for the today's session. We are winding up here. Thank you so much. Happy learning. We learn.